Gyebaleko ssebo.
Awo gyebaleko ssebo.
I've liked your program. It's so constructive, and
And
I will not.
informative. Thank you.
Yes, I will not dispute the advices you're giving to that lady. True, you've given her the best advice. Maybe she could have got from her father. I don't know whether she has a father or she lost the father. But you have given her the right advice. Only that sometimes these ladies also they go into relationships when they haven't calculated some things. They forget that when you go into what we call a marriage relationship, time will come when love dies off.
Exactly,
And
because
then,
love fades. Yeah.
yes, and then what keeps you going is your commitment to the relationships,
Correct.
and also your determination to keep your relationship,
Yeah.
and also to keep your integrity as a woman.
Correct.
Those are three things that keeps your marriage even to a man. We are not saying that it's only women who are faulting in these broken marriages. Even men contribute to these broken marriages. Personally,
Correct.
I'm married. I am married, but I'm not saying I will not say that it's only women who are the causes
Yeah.
of these single mothers. See, they are
Yes.
some of them they try, but because they have got some men who are not well brought up, they don't know how to take up their responsibility as men. They try to keep their part of the bargain, but somehow things fail and they give up. But the society always mostly looks at a woman. That's why sometimes I feel it for them. Sometimes I feel it for them. Sometimes even my wife, sometimes when she makes mistakes and I feel like I should give up, I consider that the society will look at her on the other side. Because all marriages have misunderstandings. Let nobody ever tell you that there is a marriage that is always smooth, everything is going on well. No,
Correct.
there are misunderstandings, but there are times when you need to be committed, you need to hold up your integrity to keep the marriage work. Now, the problem that most girls, they go into marriage, they are not ready for marriage.
Correct.
They are actually not ready for marriage. They are saying,
And they marry off these simps.
Yes, they say if this guy messes me up, I will try. I will keep my hold for the first year. If he he fails again, I keep my hold for the second year. Then suddenly I will give up. So they go there with the mentality of giving up.
Correct.
No,
Correct.
that is not.
So
The same applies
they are
to
not committed.
the same applies to men. You go and marry, or maybe by mistake you pregnate someone's girl. You are failing to take responsibility.
Correct.
And when the girl says, no, now that you've pregnated me, you have to marry me off. When this guy suddenly accepts to bring this girl in his home, he begins mistreating the girl because he has other girls he's seeing outside. Maybe he's earning some money and he's seeing some beautiful girls. Promising. Let me tell you, boy or man, whatever you are, there is no perfect woman out there. No perfect woman. You better hold that woman you have. Try to make her right. As long as she's not a cheat.
Okay. No. I disagree with you on that. I totally disagree with you on that. Give me a minute.
Yes, you may
Why am
disagree
I
with me.
saying? Why? No, it is okay. We're having a conversation. We can agree to
Mm,
disagree, but all in all, we are learning here. Okay,
mm,
I'm learning something from you. You learn something from me, and we're helping each other here to understand different point of view. So
mm,
on this point of there is no perfect woman, I don't certainly believe that every woman is as bad as the woman who is mistreating you at home, the woman who is yelling at you, a woman who is cussing you out, a woman who disrespects you in front of your family or something. So what I'm saying is there will always be a respectful woman because they are there. Maybe they're not perfect in other areas because we can't be completely perfect. But what I'm trying to say is there are feminine women out there, women who will respect you, women who will submit to you, and women who will commit to you. So if you say that you better hold on to the woman who is disrespecting you, then I disagree with you.
yes, I get your point, but I want you to get
Yeah.
my words clearly.
Mm-hmm.
You see, there are
Mm.
reasons why a woman should disrespect you. Don't think that woman will just wake up one morning and begin
And I agree with
disrespecting
you.
you.
I totally
Yes.
agree with that. That is true.
Now,
Yeah. Mm.
these are some of the reasons
Mm.
why a woman will begin disrespecting you if you're a man. I am not saying this
Mm-hmm.
entirely the final points, but these are some of the
Mm.
things. One,
Mm.
if you are kind of a
Mm-hmm.
man who
Mm.
promises things, you promise this, and surely you know, according to your income, you will not fulfill those things in time. And you know, women
I
are the
agree.
perfect recorders.
I agree
They
on
are
that.
perfect
Totally agree with
recorders.
you. Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're a kind of a person, you are promising women
Mm.
that things that you surely know that even if it takes
Mm.
20 years, you will not be in a position to fulfill. That woman will believe you because you know women are perfect believers. That's why you see
Mm.
in churches the people who are full there are
Mm.
women. Why? Because for them they believe they have more faith than men. Whatever you tell
Mm.
her, if you tell
She
her, my
believe.
dear,
Mm.
within 5 years
Mm.
I'm going to buy you a jet, trust me, she
Mm.
will believe you.
Mm.
Yes, she will
Mm-hmm.
believe you because for
Yeah.
them they believe in the words of a man. Now, the mistake men make, they begin promising
Mm.
these women bigger things. Now, time comes when you begin having
Mm.
children, you cannot begin dividing the income that you have between
Mm-hmm.
fulfilling the woman's promises and the children. And we know a woman, when a woman produces, he doesn't care about
Mm.
whether you have children, but you have to fulfill what you promised. You have to
Correct.
fulfill.
Because
You'll
because
come
that's
up
your
with a
obligation
reason.
as a man.
Yes, you'll come up with a reason. Ah, Munaye, I have children now.
Mm.
This is also your children. Okay, this is your
Mm-hmm.
responsibility. If you knew these responsibilities
Correct.
and you knew surely that they will come, why were you promising me ABCD? You get me?
Thank you.
So always
Mm.
be like
Mm.
Bachiga men. They are open.
Mm-hmm.
They will tell
Mm.
you, I
Mm.
cannot do this.
Mm. Yeah.
Yes, this
Yeah.
is what I can do.
Yeah. You're right. But in addition to that, my concept here's my concept, and here's what I teach men here on my platform.
Hmm,
I always teach men to be leaders. Number one, because a man, we have two types of men. We
hmm,
have men, the beta males. Beta males are the men you're talking about. The men, the emotional men, men who thinks like women. So these men, what are they doing? They are doing what you just said. They promise, make empty promises, and sweet talk women, putting women on pedestal. You know, doing this all this stuff, trying to be nice to women. But what they don't understand is they are breeding contempt in a woman. So, and then on the other end of the spectrum, we have the masculine men, or yeah, the masculine men, the traditional masculine men. These are the men like the Bachigas you said. These are the men who will call out a woman's behavior. These are the men who will tell a woman, don't say this. These are the men who will reach their end of the bargain, just like you said. Now, this woman right here, I don't believe that she's ever been married to a man, a masculine man. I think she was married to these men I just mentioned, the simps, the beta males. And that is her problem. And that is coming from our childhood, how we were raised.
Exactly. Exactly. And one thing I will tell you something, though
Yeah.
I came late in your program. This lady here,
Mm.
she's, for the shortest moment I talked with her, I think if she gets a man who can direct her, she's a good woman
Yes,
because
she's a listener. I saw that
she's a listener.
she's listening, but yeah, she can listen,
She can
but the
listen.
problem is she's argumentative and defensive, and but she can listen, she can change. I saw that
Yes,
too.
that's true.
Mm,
But you see, all women are like that. A woman
mm,
will not want to be defeated. That's a nature
correct.
in all women. It's not only
I
her.
always tell correct, and I always tell men that women submit to authority. Women submit to men with authority, not
With authority,
the yes
exactly.
men.
Mm,
Yes, yeah.
exactly. So, men, you see, let me tell you something.
Hmm.
I want you have a wide platform, but let your concentration be on building up men, because see, the
It is what it
challenge
is
here is
about.
not women. The challenge here in our
Exactly.
generation is not women, is the men.
Exactly.
If you can mentor
Correct.
a woman, a man, to be a real
Mm,
man, then these women will submit. Trust me,
correct.
they
Thank
will.
you. Thank you.
They will.
And I've always told the men here, some people say, why don't you teach women? Why don't you be on women's side? And I tell them I only teach men because I know the problem stems in us men. Because if a man is weak in home, a woman is going to be disrespectful. A woman is because she's not
Exactly.
in check. So if a woman is under a guidance of a man and under leadership of a man, a real man, she's going to be straight. And that's what I do
Exactly.
here.
Yeah.
Thank you for
So
understanding that.
I really appreciate you are doing a great
Mhm.
job.
Thank you,
Unlike
brother.
other people who make programs that really don't build a community, what you're doing is a great work. And let
Thank you.
this lady, or whatever she's called, the Lily Flower, please don't
Mm,
misunderstand the guy. Take some advices from him. You
mm.
get it? And also, as he told you, try to work on yourself. Sometimes we, as I said, the environment we grow up in affects our relationships in future.
Correct.
So
Correct.
work on yourself. Next time when you're getting a man, don't be in a hurry to marry. Trust me, sister. Don't be in a hurry. First examine yourself. Work on yourself. Work on yourself, because as you work on yourself, you'll attract that rightful man. Because
Exactly.
men are
Exactly.
so good at analyzing character. They are good in that area.
Thank you. Thank
Men
you.
are so good. Hmm?
Shirat, I'm going to invite you. Shirat.
Yeah,
Mm,
sure.
mm.
That is why you'll find that a man is sleeping with the 5 ladies, but there is a particular lady this man will not want
He's in
to
love.
lose,
Exactly.
because there is a
Exactly.
value, there is a character that he has seen in that lady
Mm,
that is not in other ladies.
thank you.
So men are good, are very good analyzers. So when you're a woman,
Thank
work on yourself. Work on yourself. Learn how to handle men. And you, women, I will tell you something. You have an upper hand to handle a man. Men are not
correct.
as calculative as you women. They are not. So if you
Mm,
can use that wisdom, that value that God gave you, you can handle your man and you can win any man you desire. I'm telling you. But most women, they don't know this. They don't know. You know the weakness of a man. A man wants respect, honor. Use it.
correct.
Use it.
Correct. You're s-
Practice it.
you're smart, my brother. My brother, I have a question, if you don't mind.
Yes.
You sound, because there's a different, maturity. Sometimes people don't really understand the meaning of maturity. But for me, the way I understand maturity is, number one, your intelligence and how you handle your emotions and how you reason. You sound like a mature person. Brother, how old are you?
Actually, I'm in my early 40s.
But you're smart, I have to tell you.
Yes. I'm in my early
Yeah.
40s and I'm married. Uh, we have been married like now, it's coming to 20 years now in marriage.
Congratulations, brother. That's
Yes. So
a good thing.
at least I can advise someone who is in 30. I can advise someone who is in
Hmm.
35. I can also
Yeah.
advise new couples. I can advise them at least. I'm not saying I have everything because you see, learning is a process. You keep learning today, tomorrow, you are learning. Hmm? And
That's great. That's great.
marriage is a broad, a broad institution. So, like every day you learn
Hmm.
something. Every day you learn something. Always,
Correct.
as a married or as a couple, learn to accept one another the way you are. Don't point out, like if you're a woman, don't point out your man's weaknesses every time. Oh, Kalabe, tosalawo, kwegamba oli awo, tosalawo.
Mm.
This breaks a man. And men, when you try to step on their ego, it breaks them. They
Mm.
will hate you even when you've
Correct.
not done something so bad. But just breaking his
Mm.
ego, the man will hate you. You will wonder why this guy hates me this much. But because one day you stepped on his ego, eh?
Mm.
So, like, women learn to play on this man's mind, know what they want, and just play with what they want. He wants respect, give him
Mm.
respect.
Mm.
And respect
Uh,
means don't challenge him. Don't challenge him amidst of people. Let
mm.
your ideas be
And
brought as an
as I
like
something
your
like
say
you bring a request, or it's an idea, like an
exactly.
idea. Mm.
Exactly like an idea. You say, okay, babe, what
Mm-hmm.
if we try this way? Don't you think? And also, I thought if we try this way, I think it would work. Now, when you bring your ideas that way, a man will. That is why you find some women, some people say, that woman has put her man in a chupa. No, it is that woman is wise. That woman
Yeah.
operates in the
Yeah.
in the place of wisdom. Now, when she brings her ideas, so honey, uh, this child, I think we can take her to this school. Yes, I know it
Yeah.
is expensive, but God will provide. Now, this man, even if he did not have, he had the idea of rejecting that solution. The way the woman brought it, this guy
It
has nothing to do but to
soothes the
accept.
ego. Exactly. Because
Yes,
also, yeah, just speaking of that, there is a law in 48 Laws of Power. I think it's the law one says that never
yes,
outshine your master.
your
Is
master.
the law number one.
True.
Never outshine the master. Always, whenever you have something to say, bring it as an idea. Like a
Exactly.
suggestion. You're suggesting something in a humble manner.
Yes. And this,
Mm,
brother, this goes to these ladies who are online seeking for men and women, seeking for men. Please,
mm,
before you seek for a man, first seek for yourself. Search yourself. Find out what exactly do you want. What do you want? Eh?
uh,
What do you
uh,
want? What do you want? Because I will give you an example.
mhm,
Women, they don't know what they want. The reason why I say they don't know what they want, a woman
mhm,
is a
mm,
person who easily is driven by emotions. But again, when he reaches where the emotions have driven her, she comes to her senses
mm.
and begins.
Correct.
This is not what I bargained for. Now, this is not what you bargained for,
Mm-hmm.
but you went there. Eh? You went there. Eh? So if you're a woman, you're getting married, you
Mm-hmm.
don't have you have maybe you have a degree.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go and marry a man
Mm.
who does not who has a senior 4 certificate. You know why? Because time
Exactly.
will come, you will begin
Exactly.
disrespecting this man,
Exactly.
eh? And this will affect your relationship. Eh? You get my point? If you're a woman,
Exactly. Yeah.
you have never gone to school.
Mhm.
You've never gone to school. I beg
Yeah.
you, my sister, don't
Mm.
look for an educated man who has a degree.
Correct.
This man will tramp over you. Why? Because
Mm-hmm.
this man will see you as a trash. Some men are like that. I'm
Mm.
not saying all. At least with us men, we
Mm-hmm.
can handle. If someone can marry a woman who has never
Shirat,
gone to school,
Shirat, I'm going to invite you, Shirat. Hold on a minute. Mm-hmm.
yes,
Yeah, go ahead, my
someone
brother.
can marry.
Mm.
Someone can marry a woman who has never gone to school, but he can
Mm.
handle that. If he's
Mm.
someone who was well raised and he knows what he wants,
Mm-hmm.
he will handle this
Yep.
woman. But for women, if you
Mm.
marry
Mm.
someone whom
Mm.
your status is above, trust me,
Mm.
that marriage,
Mm.
it will not take 3 or 4 years before you begin disrespecting this man. And what will come? Violence. Because this guy will be fighting for his man, like he wants to show he's a man. You are trying to demean him. He will want
Mm.
to show he's a man. You are trying to show him, no, me, I'm above you. I'm more educated than you. Maybe I have more money than you. You get it?
Mm.
If you
Mm.
decide to marry this kind of person, then be
Yeah.
ready to submit to him, regardless of his status, regardless of his
Mhm.
education. So
Correct.
you should be ready for this. Eh?
Thank you, my brother.
Not
It's been a pleasure.
yes.
It's been a pleasure having you, brother, here. And I think if you stick around tomorrow, we have maybe tomorrow after tomorrow, Saturday, we're gonna have another live, and I'll let you in so you can throw in a little words because sometimes people have a mindset where they think that the older you get, the wiser you become, and I don't agree with that because intelligence, knowledge, intelligence is intelligent. If you were raised like a fool, you're going to grow up like a fool and you're going to grow old like a fool that you are. But if
Mm,
you were intelligent from your childhood, you had a very solid foundation and you were raised in a manner that you needed knowledge, you seek the knowledge and you worked on yourself and all that, you're going to grow up and people are going to admire you. So it is not about the age, but it's also about the intelligence of a person because not every 40-year-old man is as intelligent as someone else. You're going to find the fools at that age and you're going to find the smart people at that age. So, my brother, thank you. We really appreciate your knowledge and thank you for coming through, brother.
you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you.